How'd you end up landing out in California?
One of my old high school coaches, he knew one of the coaches out in California. They happened to mention one day that they needed a running back. So him knowing that I still wanted to play and I was still working out, and all, they called me up and asked me if I still wanted to go. And we just connected like that.
What was that process like of getting back into football? Because you had a pretty big first year on campus.
Yeah, it was definitely a transition, but I just was me working out the whole time, and I was still in shape, and I was ready to play right away. So it was just getting acclimated to where I was at. Different surroundings.
Why Auburn?
Auburn, SEC. And it's a great school. Got a great history, and Coach Miles on it.
So who else offered you out of UConn?
Most of the Pac-12. Only school I didn't have was Oregon and USC. A couple Big East schools, and I had a bunch of schools that were going to offer me, but once I committed here, they backed off.
But Auburn was the only SEC.
Yeah, Auburn was the only SEC school.
Going into JUCO, obviously you got to prove your way. When was the point that you realized that you had what it took, and you had the ability to get to a point like this?
I never really thought that far ahead. I just played these games. I just had fun with it because being out of football for 2 years, I just enjoyed playing, period. So, once my phone started ringing every day, then I was like, oh, well, maybe I'm doing something good. That was about it.
Was that a surprise when you started getting calls for Pac-12 and Auburn? Or did you
it was a surprise because I've never been like a highly ranked, highly touted guy. So it was a surprise for me, and it was all new, too.
Was Hancock a good lesson in discipline? Was that something the coaches were really big on for that year?
Yeah, it was real big in discipline. It just taught me like how to do the right things and how to make the right moves, and it all come together like that. So that's definitely something that I appreciate that they taught me.
How old are you now?
I'm 22 now.
When you were out putting up big numbers in California, did you still feel like you were underrated in a sense where it was pretty much Pac-12 coming after you and not a bigger group of people?
I always feel like I'm underrated. I don't know. That's just something that drives me. I want to be number one, period. So, when I wasn't number one on everybody's list, I still felt underrated, but it's not a big thing to me.
You kind of become a legend on the intramural scene, just the way you've been playing at point guard. You still love being out there and stuff? You had a championship team, right?
Yeah, something like that.
But you still like it out there? You still love the game?
Yeah, I definitely do. It's fun.
How often do you play?
I just play with my teammates whenever we go. That's about it. I don't really play too often.
Oh, come
on. So you play a lot.
Yeah.
like how many days a week when you got time?
If I got time, every day. Got nothing else to do.
All right. When you said you were eligibility kind of kept. Did your grades and stuff keep some of these basketball schools from offering you because they don't have that many scholarships?
Yeah, definitely my grades. That was the biggest thing for me. If I had better grades, I probably would have been playing basketball somewhere, but I didn't at the time. So that's what stopped me from doing that.
Just because your head wasn't in it at that time?
Yeah, my head wasn't in the right place, and that's why, like I said earlier, me being older and me being more mature is a big thing for me now.
You have a favorite basketball player?
Favorite basketball player ever? Allen Iverson. Got to be. Definitely Allen Iverson.
How about football? Anybody that you feel like your game emulates?
My favorite football player? That's a good question. I had to go with Adrian Peterson.
How long did it take once you got to junior college to start getting your phone kind of blowing up with calls and offers?
Midway through my first year, I started getting a lot of different calls and a lot of big interest, and that was about it. It really shocked me, though.
So now that you're here, what's next? What's the goals now? Obviously working out in practice and everything, but what are the goals now?
The goals now, my biggest goal now is just to be the best team player I can be. I feel like all the other stuff will come. I think I can make an impact this year, but, that's for Coach Miles and the staff to decide. I'm going to just do what I got to do on the field and off the field to try to, make it happen.
How much you looking forward to Saturday and kind of get a chance to play in front of fans and kind of show what you got?
I'm looking forward to it a lot. I'm really excited about that. Hopefully I can put on a show for the people,
You talk about getting your head in the right